How's the Solihull property market, Dom? We're into week 9, and this week I'm going to compare what this first couple of months of 2023 looks like compared to the first couple of months of last year. So it's important to point out there is not a lack of stock issue in this market at all. 343 properties came to market in the first 2 months of last year, down only 1 unit this year to 342. There is not a stock issue. Where there is a little problem, it is in the number of sales that are being agreed. 342 last year, down to 250 for the same period this year. That's 25% down. Why is it down? Well, first of all, you've got to take away the fact that the frenzy is out of this market. There are not people crawling over one another and fighting over each other in order to buy each and every property that comes to market. There are, however, good quality and strong buyers out there, so sales will be agreed. They're just taking a little bit longer to get agreed. And what I mean by that is that if you remember, cast your minds back to last year, you know, if you weren't viewing 3 or 4 properties at the weekend and then offering on Monday and having that sale agreed, somebody else was going to beat you to it. That pace and heat is not in this market. So people are taking 2 or 3 weekends, consecutive weekends, to view a wider range of property, and therefore making a much more considered decision over a slightly longer period. So I do expect, as we reflect perhaps in 6 months' time at the year to date, for that figure to really have caught up, and for those sales to be very visible. One statistic that you won't be surprised of, and I certainly am not surprised by it, is the level of price reductions, up 115% this year compared to last year, from 77 to 166. And again, that's as changing market conditions, as stock that I've mentioned previously has started to become listed at a much more attractive and realistic price. So what I wanted to do now really is let you know what it is that people are looking for, and what we hear and see and feel people wanting to find across the area that we operate in. Lettings are absolutely, I use the word desperate because the lettings market is on fire, and we need family homes from sort of £1,250 all the way up to £3,000 per calendar month. If there is anybody out there that is watching this that has a property with a void, with a tenant vacating, or a void property that is not yet let, please do get in touch with Gabrielle and her team. I caught up with Matt and Rav over in the Dorridge office, and the buyers in Dorridge are really looking for, I was about to say looking for something that doesn't exist. That's not fair. They do exist. There's just not many of them out there. Properties up to £400,000, and then that sort of £600,000 to £900,000 price point. What's important, Arden Academy catchment is important, as is proximity to either Knowle High Street or the centre of Dorridge for the train station. The premium team has kicked on as I expected it would. It's almost like March happened, and then much like buses, a handful of properties are coming to market. But for the premium team, they just want everything that they have had so far, which is properties £1 to £2 million, walking distance of either Solihull train station and town centre, or Dorridge and indeed its train station. So that's wrapping up this week or this month, and indeed the first 2 months of the year. Trying to keep it shorter, noticing engagement levels drop off around the 4-minute mark. So we're just under 4 minutes. Please do fire in any questions. I do really enjoy the interactions that we have via the social platforms. Lots of you sending in messages via Instagram, and please do pick up the phone if there is anything that you want to talk about that relates to this Solihull property market. All the best. Take care, guys.